Hi. Okay. So Amberlynn uploaded. I still haven't gone to bed. I just uploaded my vlog. Go check it out. I said in my vlog that I had to leave at 8:45. I do not now. It's 10. And I randomly did a little Amberlynn search and she uploaded a video an hour ago. So obviously we're gonna do that because I'm feeling a reaction. Sorry, I'm like getting it set up while I'm talking to you guys. So let's just get into this. It says, why stop drinking, period. And she's like, so let's see what this is about, shall we?
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Hi.
So I was hardcore cuddling with the fur babies, and as you guys know, I'm allergic to cats. So my eyes earlier were super red, and now that's why they're kind of swollen, and I have fur all over me. And we're just fine with that. It's just fur baby glitter. Like, we're totally fine. I know.
Man, fur baby glitter. That was the most millennial shit I've ever heard in my life.
I like to mention something about my appearance that I know other people are going to mention. So it's like, I just mentioned it first. Like, folks, I know. Like, my eyes, they're swollen. My cheeks are probably swollen right along with it. I have fur.
Ma'am. Okay. Okay.
Over me. I look a hot mess. Like, my hair is fried. And I know you guys have been seeing me just like sit here. I think this is like
Yeah.
the third video in a row.
She's in Wisconsin still. That's crazy to me. This girl has been freeloading for 2 months now. That is actually wild.
It's just easier for me right now as I get back to like the swing of things and like filming again. Right now, I'm just giving you guys like random like tiny updates in my life. And
sorry that you saw that. Oopsies.
I'm okay with that for now. Like, eventually we're gonna get back into vlogging. Like, you guys are gonna see more vlogs and stuff. But right now, it's just like, this is an update.
I don't think we are.
Oh, update on my mental health. As you guys know, I have been going through it, and that's putting it lightly. I've just been like in this funk, but I am slowly getting out of that. I feel myself getting out of it, but like I still have random funky moments, as we call it. And it brings,
you know, it really helped. Therapy, like actually going to therapy. Crazy. I don't know.
Me to like the other topic of discussion. Like, I have never really shared my experience with having borderline personality disorder, which is BPD. I think you guys have heard me talk about that frequently. I was diagnosed.
Y'all, I do not believe this. Everyone that I've heard about having borderline personality, they do not get diagnosed the first time that they see a professional. It takes months to diagnose them because it is a very serious mental illness. Like, it is the deadliest mental illness. I don't understand. Amberlynn has every fucking mental illness. Like, how is the bitch standing? Well, she's not really standing. How is the girl existing? You know, like, it doesn't make sense. And on top of it, if you really do have BPD, like, a little F you, because you're literally not doing anything about it. Like, you want everyone to take it seriously, but the reality is, like, you only bring it up to justify your shitty behavior. People aren't going to feel bad for you because you have a title. Like, if you're not actively doing anything to improve it, to improve yourself, to have coping mechanisms with it, then it doesn't mean shit. Like, girl, please.
Say like a year and a half ago, by a psychologist. It was someone who I was seeing for weight loss surgery initially, and then when I realized.
Also, I don't think a weight loss psychologist is sitting there diagnosing people with BPD. Like, I would imagine that they would send you to someone who specializes in borderline personality disorder. Like, I really think she saw TikToks on it and just was like, oh, this explains all my shitty behavior. And don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily doubt that she has BPD, but I don't think she's actually been diagnosed with it. I don't think that her therapist, her psychologist would have allowed her to just walk on without any like guidance into what to do with it. You know, like, it just is not adding up to me.
Didn't want weight loss surgery. I still kept seeing her.
Girl, you got
denied.
denied.
Her because like it was therapy that genuinely was changing my life, actively changing my life. And that is also when I was diagnosed with CTPTSD or something like that. It's just like, it's obvious. It's like,
that stands for complex PTSD. That's what CPTSD is. What does PTSD stand for? I don't remember. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Y'all, it's late. Okay, it's complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I actually have a friend who has it. I don't know. I watch her shit and it's like, I don't, it's really, her stuff is not adding up for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you go through a lot of traumatic things as a child, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have some sort of PTSD from that. And I definitely do. But I think what shook me to the core was being diagnosed with BPD, because for the longest time, I was like, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
like,
I'm so sorry. Just like, okay, continue.
Judged it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't have a personality disorder. Like,
Girl.
I took offense to that because there were people who would reach out to me for all of my time on YouTube. People would reach out to me, be like, you have borderline personality disorder, and I would take like actual offense to it. But when I was diagnosed, I learned more about it, and still to this day, I'm learning more about it. And
from TikTok?
Like, wow, that explains why I've been.
That's literally the only place she could be learning more about it, like TikTok or Googling, or ChatGPTing it. She's not seeing anyone, so how are you learning more about it? Girl, be fucking real right now. Like, this is such horseshit. Also, I have her on like 1.25 speed.
Life, majority of my life, and as an adult, like, she ain't getting better. Like, I'm all the symptoms that I have of BPD, like, those things are still there and they're prominent in my life. And I am thinking about sharing more about that because I've discovered there's a lot of you who also struggle with the same.
We don't care because you're not doing anything about it.
Not a good feeling for anybody, let alone people with BPD. It feels scary and it does feel very like you're alone. And I don't want people to feel that way. And
girl, they don't want to hear from you, the literally most mentally ill individual ever. They don't want to hear like, oh, they're like the most like unhygienic, unmotivated human being in the world. Like, you're not a beacon of light, my dear. You're not doing shit for yourself. Like, hello. It's like she's so deluded. She's in such a different reality than the rest of us. Like, she still has this idea that she's gonna like go and motivate people and that she's gonna go and inspire people. Girl, you're literally dating a feeder. You look like you haven't showered in months. You have done nothing to help yourself in 11 years. You have only gone on to gain weight, to get in a worse mentally and physically unhealthy situation. I don't understand like the disconnect. This is why people think you're a narcissist, because you truly do not see the reality that everyone else sees when looking at you. It's wild.
In my experience as someone who's not getting help. So I have actually found a psychiatrist / therapist who I'm going to be speaking to. I'm going to be calling. I have not called yet. I have discovered them. I have found them.
Okay, that doesn't mean shit to me then.
Nothing about me yet, but that is one step closer.
That's not a step closer, bitch. I can go look and Google and find 40 different fucking psychologists right now. That doesn't mean shit. Like, God, dude, like, you gotta start actually doing like things to help yourself. Like, it's so bizarre to me. It's just really fucking bizarre to me that a person can live like this. Like, people live like this. And it's fine if you want to choose to live like this, but she's expecting people to like support her in her self-destructive behavior, in her like abysmal downfall, and like is upset when people call out her downfall. It's weird.
I'm out here speaking about my experience.
We don't care.
That's not going to help me. It's not going to help anyone watching. And
obviously.
I want to be proof, because there's tons of proof, but I want to be one of the ones proof that like we will be okay.
You're not gonna be it. I'm sorry, girl.
Be medicated again, and that's fine. If that's what a professional thinks will help me with my symptoms, let's do it. Because it's like I really do separate myself from like the BPD side of me and then like the real side of me, and it's two completely different people.
She loves to do this, like, oh, the shitty behavior is like my mental illness, and like, I don't honestly know what the good side of her is, but the side that she views as good is like, that's the real one. I hate to break it to you, and this is true for everyone. The shitty parts of you the shitty behavior that you do, those are a part of you. They don't have to define who you are. Unfortunately for Amberlynn, it has defined who she is because she's allowed that to happen. She centered her entire personality around her mental illnesses, you know. Not sure how many of them are real, but that's what she centered her personality around. But to act as though it's like a whole different entity, honey, they're you. I do a lot of shitty behavior from my quote unquote mental illness or neurodivergency. It's still me, you know? It's I can have an understanding of why I do certain things and why I may have hurt people in my life in the past because I wasn't aware of those things, but they were still me. Like, you don't get to separate yourself. There's no second brain. It's you. It's you. I don't. It.
And I just want to see more of me, like my true authentic self.
This is your authentic self. I hate to break it to you, babe. This is your authentic self. I honestly think that she constantly chases mental illness diagnoses because I don't think that she can fully accept the fact that the shitty behaviors are her, that this is her. She wants to be viewed, and we see this a lot in the Crystal era. She wants to be viewed as this like funny, quirky, like cute, like caring, big-hearted individual. In the reality, she's not. And so by having something else to kind of blame as to why those traits aren't happening for her, allows her to remove any responsibility for the fact that she's just kind of a shitty person. She really is just a shitty person. And she'll continue to be shitty because she'll never take accountability for it. The fact that it's her acting this way, you know? It can be caused by something. There can be a reason behind it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you are doing those things. It is you. It's not some alien going in your brain and controlling you. It's you. Wow, oh my god, it's so unique. Movies.
I'm not gonna lie. And that's okay. It's kind of enjoyable to be honest, but we've watched a lot of movies lately. We'll watch like 30 minutes at a time. But
this is literally the Becky era. Becky and her would literally Beck and her would literally watch like 3 movies a day. Especially in her bedbound era, they literally would have movie days, movie nights, as Amberlynn would like to call them. She's just gonna get out of bed. This is she's in the Beck era, like she's in her bedbound era. Like, girl, you're telling on yourself. Damn, please. Tell me why Romania has Black Friday. Capitalism.
And I was going into it kind of like blind. I didn't really know what I was expecting. But you guys, it was the creepiest, weirdest movie I've seen in the longest time. So highly recommend. So if you guys like weird, creepy movies, definitely go for it. Like the premise is this woman, she's getting older and she feels as if her age is preventing her from going further in her career. She's like famous and now people are like, oh, well, you're old. We need someone younger. So she gets the substance.
Why are we getting a fucking Rotten Tomato review of a movie from Amberlynn? Girl does not have any comprehension skill. I truly don't think that she actually understood what the movie was. I haven't seen the movie, but like this is the same woman that has to read word for word on the label because she doesn't know how to describe things. So not the person I want to listen to a movie review about. With
in my life, it is so freaking weird. I recommend it. I do.
I recommend it.
The middle of it, I was like,
the middle.
A little bored. This needs to pick up. Like I was very intrigued in the beginning. The middle, I was like, okay, what's really gonna happen? But then the end, just like, I'm a little traumatized. So next thing I want to talk about is like.
This is what confuses me. I had a really interesting child. I had my own shit happen to me as a kid. Not gonna go into it, but I have things that have happened, or that like repercussions of those things, even into adulthood, that I deal with, that I've dealt with for years. I started seeing a psychologist when I was I was a young teen. Like I think I was like 12 or 13 when I started seeing a psychologist. And so I went all the way through my mid-20s. And honestly, I'll probably see one again. And like literally I just like I'll find another one here. Like I was seeing one where I was living a few months ago. So something that really bothers me with her is she claims to have all these traumatic things that have happened to her. She has PTSD, she has CPTSD, she has everything in the book. And I don't doubt that she probably did have a very difficult childhood. But she throws around the word traumatic in a way, in so blasé, like in a way that to me is like it doesn't ring someone that's traumatized. You know, like she's like, oh, I'm traumatized because the soup looks different. I'm traumatized because the light was off. I'm traumatized because it's like very like, again, the what she says and the way she acts are two very different things for me. And this is why a lot of her shit does not add up for me. Because I know people that have CPTSD. I myself have my own issues that came out of my trauma. I know several people that have these issues and like they don't act like this, you know?
Scheduling for YouTube. As you guys know, I'm a scheduling queen, and I always fail at the scheduling, but we're not gonna schedule. I don't want there to be any expectations of me at this point because it's just like I actively cannot fail anybody right now, or it's just I'm gonna have another breakdown. Like I don't want to fail you guys, I
Girl,
don't want to fail myself. So having
this is
expectations is
tragic.
absolutely
You're
silly.
33
This
years
brings me
old.
into like Vlogmas. Vlogmas is
You
my
need
favorite,
help.
and it's always been my most favorite time of year. I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love the decorations. I love giving. I'm very much a gift giver.
I'm not a gift giver. No, you use it to manipulate people.
I love watching other people's Vlogmas. I love filming my own Vlogmas. Last year I didn't do
Mm-hmm.
it because I was going through like bad headspace. Remember? You guys were there for it. That's the only
Remember?
time I have never decorated for Christmas because I was in such like a bad headspace that I couldn't even bring myself to decorate for Christmas.
No, she was. The reason she didn't decorate is because it reminded her of Feline. Reindeer remind her of Feline. Christmas reminds her of Feline. Feline don't want nothing to do with your ass. She literally drove your ass straight through, dropped you off, and said, bitch, do not fucking call me again. That says something.
That's crazy. So why was I gonna do Vlogmas? I wasn't gonna like sit there and cry to you guys every single day. Like, no, I'm good. I think we're all good off of that. But I know a lot of people love my Vlogmas, even if I'm staring at the wall. So let's do it together. A lot of you want me to do Vlogmas. A lot of you. And
Wait, what? What was that? Well, I'm uncomfy. What was that? Amber, she's like trying to have a personality. It's not working. Girl, you don't have a personality. You don't have one. I hate to break it to you. This, I don't know what this is, but this is uncomfy.
Discussion back and forth with people on Instagram, and you guys have given me a lot of ideas. Some of you were like, do Vlogmas every other day. So that would only be like 12 videos. And then someone actually gave me the idea 3-minute Vlogmases. Like, and if you go over 3 minutes, then awesome. That's amazing. At least you're uploading every single day, even if it's 3 minutes.
What's tragic is, again, this is a 33-year-old woman that has to have other people tell her how to do a job that is, one, relatively easy, and two, Amber takes the least effort to do a relatively easy job, and she still has to have other people tell her how to do her job. This is the most incompetent human being I've ever met in my life. I've never met her. Parasocially, that I've ever seen in my life. She is the most incompetent human being I've ever fucking seen in my life. Like, it's actually bizarre to me. How do you allow yourself to get this way?
It's kind of a good idea. So as of right now, what I'm thinking is every day I want to upload for Vlogmas.
Okay, I'm gonna...
If it is just 3 minutes. Because I don't want there to be an expectation of length in my videos. I think that's what's been getting to me lately is like, I would post these like 8-minute vlogs, 10-minute vlogs, 12-minute vlogs, and it's just like wasn't long enough for people, and like people would complain about it, they weren't happy with it. And you know what? For Vlogmas, I have to throw out those complaints because I think about them constantly.
Girl,
but for Vlogmas, I have to just throw it out.
less than the bare minimum for your channel.
I upload a 3-minute vlog, and I'm gonna be okay with that as long as I'm doing it
Girl,
every single day.
wait.
As of right now, that's what.
Honestly, go for it. You can't get monetized on 3 minutes, right? Like, don't you have to have at least? Don't you have like have a minimum? I think you have to have like 8 minutes for it to be monetized. All right, girl.
Want to do. I know that's still putting expectations up, but they're not expectations that I feel like I can't succeed in. I feel like I can do that, and if I can't do that, then just know that it is because of my mental health. Because deep down, I want to do that. I love Vlogmas, like truly, truly. So as of right
How
now,
can you
like
like Vlogmas? You put no effort into it.
because it will be daily, but it's just gonna be short videos. What is gonna be in those videos? We don't know. So
This is not adding up.
I was doing like daily Q&As on Instagram. That's where I get a lot of like things as of lately, where people are like, what's going on with this, what's going on with that. And I think that's why I like to do those, because when I disappear off of YouTube, I still like to have some sort of correspondence with you guys. But something that was brought up was me and Tommy don't drink anymore. I said how we stopped drinking, and I never said why. And I didn't want to, because like it's Tommy's business, and I don't want to put anything out there that like I don't have permission to share.
Oh,
like, I get it. A decade.
It's not that Amberlynn has a very clear problem with alcohol. We've quite literally seen it from day one of her channel. She has a clear problem with alcohol. No. It's always the girlfriend's problem. Every girlfriend, somehow they always have to stop drinking. But it's always the girlfriend that has a problem. Never Amberlynn. Delusional. This heifer is delusional.
8 years ago, that Amberlynn, she shared a lot of stuff that she shouldn't have. But I'm just not that person anymore. Like, that was my early 20s. I am currently fixing to be 34 in like a month. Like, she's wired a little bit differently. No.
Girl, you literally, like 2 weeks ago, were sharing your sexual activity like you were 14 years old on Instagram with Tommy. You mean you don't share now? What? She's acting like we don't fucking watch her shit. She can't help but lie. She really cannot help but lie.
I also think that Feline helped a lot with that, but also just like aging and maturing. Like, truly. So the reason why we don't drink anymore is because Tommy's having health problems. I don't want to like go into detail, but I will say that's also like definitely something that's been wearing on my mental health, because I'm absolutely worried for her. It's something that she's been going through for a long time.
Why does every girlfriend end up physically fucked when they're with Amber?
And it's hard. And as of recently, even just like one drink of alcohol for her can affect her in like a really bad way. So for her health, she has stopped drinking. And it's like, why am I
trying to think what that would be?
If she can't? Like, that's stupid. I'm very
got liver disease.
Drinker. Like, if I'm drinking by myself, there's usually an issue. But if I'm drinking on live stream, or if I'm drinking like in person with friends or my girlfriend, it's like very much like a social drinking. And yes, that includes when I'm on live stream. Because when I'm on live stream, like I genuinely feel like I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends. But definitely keep her in your thoughts.
Girl, no one like you.
She's actually going through a lot with her health, and she's trying to get it figured out, and it's just been scary.
She's trying to like figure it out. When she like tries to act like she cares, you literally watch her smiling. She's done this with every girlfriend that's ever had health issues. She's like trying to be like, yeah, like I really care what I'm saying, but she's like smiling the whole time. It's weird. This bitch is a sociopath. I really believe it.
As much as I can. She's trying to take healthier steps in her life, and by not drinking is definitely a healthy step. And she gave me permission to share that, by the way, so that's why I told you guys. Also, in the last video I posted, I said dogs, plural, because they were barking. I said dogs, and I said how I take them.
So, Amberlynn's doing this. Let's say this is all real. Amberlynn is stopping drinking to support Emily. That's her name. Emily, in her health issues. Great. You think Emily's gonna stop feeding Amberlynn then? It doesn't look like it. Looks like she's perfectly fine putting you into the ground. Like, it's crazy. This relationship's crazy to me.
Morning, and you guys were like
she looks like she 100% has gained at least, I want to say 20 kilos, 40 pounds, dude. At least. Like, there's no way. And that's me being generous with it. I think she's gained more than that.
I have a dog. One dog, and his name is Milo. Guys, I'm telling you, Milo and Twinkie are the cutest little best friends I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
like,
of course.
Just like in the yard, like running and like having fun together, and they'll eat together. They just like work together. They just do everything together. They like copy each other. Like,
I bet.
Each other. It's so cute. A lot of you were always like, will you get a dog for Twinkie? Like, not even for yourself, but for Twinkie, so she has a friend. And Twinkie's weird about dogs. I don't know what it is.
But this one, but Twinkie like loves this dog, you know, like she hates dogs, and she's literally a senior dog who's been dragged out of her home and all the smells that she knows, the routine that she knows, brought into this random house with different animals, both cats and dogs. But for some reason, she just like loves it. It's not at all because I just want to be fucking fed by a woman that is like literally killing me. It's not that at all. No, it's like Twinkie likes it for sure.
But
for sure.
On her all the time. So her and Milo are like two besties.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I know you guys ask about Rarity and Wasabi as well. everyone gets along with everyone. Like, it literally couldn't have worked out better. So to end this
Okay,
video,
I bet.
I actually have a Target haul. It's just like random stuff. I don't even know. So let's like get into it.
Dude, look at her arms.
So I figured, like, maybe it'll jumpstart my vlogging.
And it's not a fat shaming thing. Like, the girl is big. We already know that. Like, this isn't whatever. It's the like speed at which she has gained weight. Like, it's wild. Her body is screaming. I guarantee it. Like, I do not think this is gonna last much longer. And I know that's morbid, but I don't think it can't, dude. She is pushing to 34 years old. She has never been at a healthy weight, and she is literally rapidly gained weight on and off for 11 straight years. She has not gotten below 490 in 11 years. That is wild. Dude.
Vlogging, you know? And it wouldn't be an Amber video without getting a journal. No, this is a planner. So it's undated.
How many planners do you need? Oh my God, girl. Also, what the fuck do you do? You literally don't do anything to plan. Get a fucking sticky note and write what you're gonna do for the day. Like, it's not like you got a job, you have to go get your kids to a certain class, you have to go to a certain class, you don't have shit to do. Why do you have a planner? It doesn't make sense. Ah! She's literally cosplaying a human being. Sorry, I'm gonna stop pausing in a second. Something that irritates me watching Amber Lane is she cosplays a human being. And I'm not saying that like in a dehumanizing way. I mean, like, obviously she's a human being, okay? And in that aspect, I respect her as a human being. I think she deserves dignity. What I mean by that is she cosplays the daily routine of a human being. She does not go anywhere for work. She does not go out daily. She doesn't have friends or activities or any responsibility really in her life. There is nothing that's preventing her from not sitting in bed all day. And oftentimes, that's pretty much what she's doing. But she's constantly buying these things of organizing your life for a person that has a life. She does not have a life, but she cosplays, buys all the things as if she does. It's like someone buying a bunch of camping equipment, going to like getting like all these things, all these outdoor activities, but never going camping. They just like to have the things. They like to feel like, oh, you know, like one day, but they never do it. That's Amber Lynn with like just daily human things. It's weird.
Routine.
I don't know how to explain it.
Because I just noticed, like, I have like little tiny routines, but it's nothing like
you don't.
that makes me feel satisfied. Like
because you don't have a life.
But trust me, I was satisfied with my life and my routine and what I did every single day because like I was in my own environment and I created a life for myself.
So go home.
So in Wisconsin, like I want to create a life.
If I was Emily, I'd be fucking pissed that this woman isn't leaving my home. I don't give a fuck how much I like you. Like, I've been in long-term relationships. I was in a long-term relationship. I have the vlogs of it on my channel with Nick for 4 years. I was in another relationship, semi-relationship. We lived together for 2 years. I didn't want to fucking see them every day. I would get annoyed with them. Like, I didn't move in with Nick until like 2 years into the relationship. Like, she hasn't known this woman for more than 4 months. And she's just moved herself into this woman's house. Like, I can't imagine Emily's too fucking pleased with that. Like, I just can't.
For myself, that isn't just like me attached to Tommy's hip, because as you guys know, well, most of you know, when you have BPD, you do choose like a favorite person.
This is not your BPD. This is you not having a fucking life. This is you not having anything else to distract you, so you look to Emily or to all of your girlfriends to entertain you. Because you do not have a life of your own. So sorry, my storage right now. But that's draining to people. Doesn't matter how much they love you. That's draining. It's not normal.
That's the psychological word for it, but you become extremely attached to someone and you make them your whole world. I need to figure out how not to do that. Like, I genuinely just want to
go to
be
therapy,
more in tune with myself, and like create routines for myself, as well as
get
like,
a life,
being a part of Tommy's routine.
Get a fucking part-time job.
To some people, and you guys are probably like, what the heck? But it's all BPD coded.
Stop. Oh my God. Stop that shit.
I fight with myself not to let like certain BPD symptoms rule my life. So getting a planner will help with that. I know that's
you blaming everything on your BPD is allowing it to control your life.
And then I needed more shampoo and conditioner, so I got some frizz control kind by
go the fuck home.
And we'll see.
Go the fuck home.
Hemp oil. I don't know. We'll see how it works. Like, I'm still trying to find the perfect shampoo and conditioner. I needed more toothbrushes because I like to change mine out once a month. I needed more body wash. I like this antibacterial care Dove body wash. I literally am obsessed, and it smells so good. Like,
that's because of her cellulitis, because she has sores on her legs. That's just the reality of it. A woman this size, a human this size, is not without sores. Your skin is breaking because it is not meant to be stretched this much. And she is gaining weight pretty rapidly. So her skin is stretching even more. It's not having time. But like, there's only a certain point, you know? Like, rubber bands are stretchy, they're elastic, but to only so much of an extent. And that's what Amberlynn's dealing with.
Good, but it does, girl. So I needed some hair ties because I literally only brought one to Wisconsin and I can't find it. So I got some of these, and then I needed some of these really small ones because I like to wear my hair with those two small like pigtails like this, and I haven't been able to do that because I don't have any of these. That ain't for you.
That's all I can say.
Bought that.
That one ain't for you.
I needed pens, so I just got some colorful pens, and you guys know that I'm a journaling queen.
You telling me Tommy don't have one fucking pen in her house? She doesn't have. Girl, you're a joke.
You guys always ask, what is your favorite pen? I love a Papermate pen. Papermate, all the way. Ink Joy, okay? Ink Joy, Papermate. Highly recommend. And then last but not least, this is rawhide free. They're premium tasty twists made with real chicken. So I got these for the dogs as well. So that is my little Target haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is a random update. I'm just sitting here again. But again, I'm just trying to get back to
because you're immobile.
And yeah, I love you guys. I have something really
Ma'am, I don't know you like that. Don't tell me that.
And I was going to share it in this video, but we're going to wait. I'm going to wait to share it. I have something really exciting actually about to go down. And
let me guess. She's moved there. Doesn't take a fucking genius, Amber. Like, I know you're dumb, but most people are not as brain dead as you.
I was going to share it in this video, but we're going to wait. I'm going to wait to share it. I don't know if it's
I'm going to wait to share it.
But it is beyond exciting for me. It is the best
thing she's moving.
That ever happened to me my whole entire life. So I will tell you guys about that in an upcoming video. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you next one. Bye.
I guarantee you she's moving. Like, there was nothing else. Y'all, okay. That's that. Oh, let me... This woman is hopeless. That's all I can say. We are watching the final days of Amberlynn. It's watching Groundhog's Day over and over and over, except this has an expiration date. It's sad, but at the end of the day, she's a grown woman. She can make her own decisions, and we can make our own decisions to watch it. And I'm too invested. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like and subscribe. Check out my vlog I uploaded today. Dimitri says goodnight. He's sleeping. He's like, bitch, please go to fucking bed. Like, okay. Good night. Appreciate you guys watching this. And yeah. See you later.